Hi, good evening, everyone. Today we will see lookup data type. We have seen few of the data types in previous session. Today we will see lookup data type. It is very important for interview and real-time working, real-time projects. So in every interview, they'll ask questions on this lookup relationship, and in every project we will have work on lookup relationship. So it is very important topic. So for that, what we need is we need to create two objects. After creating two objects, we create one or two fields in that objects, and we will establish relationship between these two objects. What objects we will create is, we will create one position object and one recruiter object. Create one position object. This object contains open positions in the organization. And second one is recruiter object. This object contains recruiters in the organization. First, we will create these objects and we will see what are the prerequisites to create this relationship between these objects. So for that, go to Object Manager. In the Object Manager, create new custom object. That object label is position. Plural label is positions. This is the object name. Record name is position name. It allows in reports, allow in activities, track field history, allow in charter groups. It is in deployed status, allow in search. You can add notes and attachment. You can see. Create a tab for position object, select tabs type. And this is optional description. Click on next. This tab should be available for all the profiles, and it should be available for all the applications, standard and custom applications. Click on save. Now for this object has been created, position __ C. Now we have to create one field for this log object. What is that field? Is location. We are creating multiple positions for the object, so we take location. That time you can use text or pick list. We will use. This is the pick list. In the pick list data type, location. For this data type, you can enter our own values, like Hyderabad location, Chennai, Mumbai, Vizag, Vijayawada. In this pick list data type, these values will be displayed for end user. And we can check this alphabetical order. And when you check this restrict pick list, only these values user can enter. Other than these values, they cannot enter. Click next. Visible to all profile users. then this will be available for this page layout. You can see. Now we will create one more object, one more custom object, that is recruiter. Plural is recruiters. The name is recruiter name. We should allow in reports, allow in activities, tag history, allow the chat group. This should be deployed, add notes, and you are going to create a custom tab for this. You can see. Now this is the tab option. Select click next. This should be available for all the profiles. This tab should be available for all the profiles. This should include in all the applications. Now this object has been created. We will create one field here. We need their designation, or we can say we need their phone number. For that, select phone field. This is the phone field. If you select this, it will allow us to enter 10-digit phone number. Field label is phone number. Visible to all profiles. Click next. And this is available in recruiter layout. So this. Now two objects are available here. Go to classics and see. So we'll customize this tab so that only two objects will be shown here. For us, we need these two main important tabs. We need. Remove remaining things we don't need. So positions and recruiters. These tabs will be visible. We have to establish relationship between these two objects. Now enter few records in position. Click new. Now it will ask for position name. Salesforce administrator. Location we have given pick list Chennai. Save. Enter one more record. Salesforce developer. Location Hyderabad. Enter one more record here. Salesforce architect. Maybe Mumbai. These are the three different positions. These are the three different open positions available. Now for this, it is not showing location. What you can do is go to edit columns. You can add location there. Click on save. Now it is showing location. These are the position, 3 positions available in this organization of these locations. Now there are different recruiters in HR team. Recruiter name is some Venkatesh. Phone number is something like this. Save. Create one more record. Recruiter name is phone number. Recruiter name is Save. Now 3 recruiters are available in this organization. These are the 3 recruiters. Now add their phone number. Add their phone number in the column so that it will display phone number here. It is displaying phone number now here. Now we have some records in position object. We have record in recruiter object. Now we need to establish relationship between lookup relationship between these positions and recruiters. To do that, we need to follow 2 steps. So this is a recruiter object. We have created one field only here. We have created one phone number. Additional field. In this we have created position object. In the position object we have created one location field. So one recruiter Venkatesh can fill multiple positions. Like here in the position, in the recruiter, we have 3 recruiters. Venkatesh, Usha, Madhu. These 3 recruiters are available. For the positions, there are 3 positions. For these 3 positions, Salesforce administrator, and second position, open position, is Salesforce developer. Third position is Salesforce architect. These are the 3 open positions available in the organization. So Venkatesh can handle these 3 positions. Venkatesh can recruit people for 3 positions. That means one recruiter is going to handle multiple positions. Here, one person, one recruiter recruits multiple positions. So in the first step, we have to identify parent and child relationship. Child, who is parent and who is child. This is the first thing we have to do. One recruiter handles multiple positions. So recruiter is parent here. And position is the child. Now in schema builder, we can see relationship between these two objects. Go to schema builder in the setup. We will verify whether these two objects are independent or dependent. So clear all objects, select position, select this object and recruiter. This is the second object which we have created. So these two are the objects. Now between these two objects, there is no relationship. If there is any relationship, it will link. We will see one link from here to here or here to here. There is no link. It will show one link. If it is a lookup relationship, it will show blue line. If it is a master detail relationship, it is a red line. Now we are going to establish lookup relationship between these two objects. For this, we have to identify which one is parent, which one is child. One parent handles multiple childs. Means one recruiter can recruit people for multiple positions. One recruiter can recruit people for Salesforce developer, and he can recruit for Salesforce administrator. He can recruit for Salesforce architect. One person is handling multiple positions to recruit the people. That's why recruiter is the parent, position is the child. First, we have to identify that. We have identified this. One recruiter is going to handle multiple positions, so that recruiter is the parent, position is the child. Now, we have to map relationship between these two objects. For that, we have to create field in child object by referencing the parent. Now we will create field in position object with lookup relationship data type and link parent object recruiter. For that, we have few steps. Same thing, go to position object, create field. We know how to create field. Now go to object manager in the setup. Go to object manager. In the object manager, select that position field, position object. This is the child. In this position object, select fields and relationships. We are going to create one new field. That new field is lookup. This is lookup relationship. Select this. Click next. Now we have to relate this to parent. Parent here is recruiter. Because one recruiter is going to handle multiple positions. That's why we are going to link position object, child object to the parent object. Field label. recruiter, and child relationship name is positions. Now here keep as it is. However, whatever here by default it is giving, clear the value of the field. If cannot choose this option, if make the field required. We will discuss about these 2 points later. With next. So make available to all users. Position layout. Save. Now go to positions object. Create new. Now here position name is Salesforce administrator. Location is Chennai. Recruiter. Now we can select recruiter here. Which recruiter you want to assign this position? Now Salesforce administrator position is there. For this position, before there were no fields, no field called recruiter. Only 2 fields were there, position name and location. Now we have added this recruiter field. It is the lookup relationship. You can click on this lookup icon and add to which recruiter you want to assign this position. I want to assign Venkatesh. Save. Now open Salesforce developer. To which person you want to assign? I want to assign to Venkatesh. So here Venkatesh is going to handle these 3 positions. He is going to recruit people for these 3 positions. That's why Venkatesh is the parent and all these 3 positions are child. As a recruiter, he is going to handle these 3 positions. For these 3 positions, Venkatesh is going to recruit people. Now, see this. Positions. Add column here. Recruiter. Save this. Now, Venkatesh as a recruiter, he is going to handle these 3 positions. For these 3 positions, he is going to recruit people. So he is the parent. Recruiter is the parent object. Position is the child object. Now we need to have few observations here. We have created lookup relationship between position and recruit object. This is a one-to-many relationship. First observation is, and we will see that relationship established in schema builder or not. Go to schema builder. Now, if you see those 2 objects, relationship has been established. What is the relationship? It is showing from here to here. That means recruiter is the parent, position is the child. This is the lookup relationship. Blue line. It started from here and it is showing 3 lines here. That means whichever object have 3 lines, that is the child object, and from where it starts, it is the parent object. We have decided that and we have mapped like this. We have created lookup relationship in a position field, position object. Blue line is lookup, red line is master detail. We will see master detail later. Now this is a one-to-many relationship. Lookup relationship is always one-to-many. One recruiter is going to recruit people for 3 positions. And we have seen 1 to 3 links from parent to child. One hiring manager, one recruiter deals with multiple positions. Venkatesh is going to recruit people for 3 positions. This Venkatesh recruit people for Salesforce administrator, and he will recruit people for Salesforce developer, Salesforce architect. Here, one HR person, one recruiter going to handle 3 people, going to handle 3 positions. He will interview multiple people and he will confirm their positions. He will recruit them. A lookup relationship provides one-to-many relationship. Each parent record can be associated with 1 or more child records. It can be 1 or more than 1. Here, 3 positions is going to. It's 1 to 3. One person is going to handle 3 positions. It can be 1 or 2 or 3, any number, 1 or multiple. So it is one-to-many relationship. This is the first point we have to understand. First observation. One hiring manager, one recruiter deals with multiple positions. Now, before establishing this relationship, we have created records. We have created records in both recruiter object and position object. Even though records are there, after entry of records, we have established this link. We have created few records. We have created few records in positions. See these records. We have created few records in recruiter. Before this recruiter, here you can add one more column. Here, if it position, if it shows, we can add. It is not showing position here. So in the positions, we have created these 3 records in the starting. For recruiters, we have created these 3 records. After creating these 3 records, we have created lookup relationship. Means even though there are objects, records in the objects, lookup relations can be mapped. But master detail relationship we cannot map if we have records. We will see about master detail relationship later. After lookup relationship is established, we have added recruiter. We went to position object. There we have edited that records and added recruiter. Here what we need to identify, observe is when we are entering recruiter name, Salesforce internally stores ID of this recruiter. It won't store name because recruiters, we have 3 recruiters now. Usha, Madhu, Venkatesh. We have these 3 records. There can be one more Venkatesh, but his employee ID is different. Names can be duplicate. 2 Venkatesh might be there in the organization. That's why Salesforce internally stores ID of the recruiter, ID, record ID. It won't store name internally, but externally it will show. For this Venkatesh, 3 positions it is showing: Salesforce administrator, Salesforce developer, and Salesforce architect. It is showing like this, but internally it stores Venkatesh record. Which record it will store? This record ID. This record ID it will store internally. So when we go to Venkatesh, in the layout, it is showing 3 positions here. See, observe. When you open Venkatesh account, Venkatesh record, it is showing 3 positions. If you open Usha or Madhu, it won't show any positions. Here it is not showing any positions because for Madhu and Usha, no positions are assigned. But for Venkatesh, 3 positions are assigned. That's why it is showing these 3 positions in the page layout. You can go to that record and scroll down. You can check. And here we have selected this position. In the position record, this lookup field is not mandatory. You can create one position. Java developer. Location Hyderabad. Here without recruiter as well, you can create record. If you go to Java developer positions, here recruiter is not mandatory. We have not entered any recruiter for Java developer. For Java developer, now what we will do is we will edit this record. We will enter record as mother. See. Now Madhu is the responsible for this position. But what happened? Madhu changed it from this company to other company. What we have to do here now? We have to change the recruiter name. How we can do that? Go to that position name, edit the search, assign this position to other person. So now go to positions and verify. See, now we change it from Madhu to Usha. Usha is going to deal with Java developer position. She is going to recruit people for Java developer position. What I will do is, now positions is a child object, recruiter is a parent object. Now I will delete Usha. Usha is not recruiter now. I have deleted. I have deleted parent record. But in child record for positions, we have entered for Java developer, Usha is going to recruit people. Go and see in positions now what will happen. So this field is clear. Why this happened is, if you delete parent record, child record is available. But what will happen is, this field is cleared. This recruiter field, if you have deleted that parent record, in the child object, that field will be cleared. Usha is no more in this organization. Usha is not, there is no parent record called Usha. That's why immediately in child record, this field will get cleared. So now go to, while removing the parent record, it only deleted parent record. Child record still exists. Java developer is a child record. In the recruiters, Usha is parent record. We have deleted that record. And in the positions, child record is linked with Usha. That record is not deleted, but that field is clear. When we remove parent record, only parent record will get removed. And we can reparent. We can change. We can change Venkatesh to Madhu. We can reparent. Now, while creating the field, we have not made this field. We have not made this recruiter mandatory. Now we will make this field mandatory. To do that, go to setup. Go to object manager. In the object manager, edit that field and make that field mandatory. Fields and relationships. In the fields and relationship, we have this field. So go to edit. Now come here, see this, clear the value of the field. You can't choose this option, you make the field required. Before we have selected this option, now we will make this field mandatory. That's why immediately don't allow deletion of lookup record, that part of lookup relationship. That means it won't allow to delete parent record if child record is associated with this parent. Now save this. What we made is, we made this lookup field. We made this field mandatory. Now go to positions object. in the position object, open this any record. This Java developer, edit this record. Immediately it became mandatory. Now we need to enter. If you don't enter and try to save this, it won't allow. You must enter value. We made this field mandatory now. We made this lookup field mandatory. After making this field mandatory, this is the child object. This is the parent object. Now try to delete this Madhu. See, your attempt to delete Madhu could not be completed because it is associated with the positions. With these two positions, Madhu is associated. What you have to do if you want to delete this? You have to edit these two fields, two records. What you will do? Reparent. Change recruiter to Venkatesh. Save. Again, try to delete. Now create recruiter name Usha. Phone number something. Now try to delete Madhu one more time. Still it is giving Java developer position is linked to Madhu. What we will do is edit. Change this. Remove this field here. Just give blank and search. Assign to Usha. What you have to do is you have to change. You have to reparent these positions. Now, Madhu is not associated with any of these child records. Now go to recruiter, delete Madhu. It is deleted because Madhu is not linked to any child records. If you make the field mandatory, then functionality is different. If you make the field optional, functionality is different. Now I want to delete Usha. So Java developer is linked with Usha. We have done reparenting. Now what we will do is we will delete this child record. Now there is no Java developer, no recruiter associated with Java developer. That time go to recruiters, click on Usha. Now it is allowed. Only Venkatesh is available, and for these three positions, Venkatesh is going to delete. Here, if field is mandatory, in the child record, if the child record is associated with parent record, only two options. You need to reparent the child record, or you have to remove the child record and delete parent record. Otherwise, it won't allow to delete parent record if that field is mandatory. If lookup field is mandatory in child record, we cannot delete parent record. It won't allow. Salesforce won't allow. So practice this complete thing. This might be something confusing. Go through recording one more time. If you have any questions, you can call me at any time.